I'm with Mary and Gary at the Convention Centre at Melbourne. The exciting thing is that these guys are moving up to Mullumbimby or Tambourine, or they're moving up somewhere up our way soon.
It's meant to be a secret, you know.
Let's start again. I'm with Mary and Gary. Secret's not a secret anymore. But look, what an interesting thing. It's great to meet new people. But I have my dear friend Min up there. But Mary and Gary are also trans mediums, and they channel an entity, if we may call it.
Yeah.
Entity, what would you call him?
We say
a group of energies called Dzar. So, give us a quick view, because these people are coming up and we'll see them live, but tell us all about what you do.
I'm going to let Mary do that because I'm never there, so...
He doesn't do that. So Dzar's a group of compassionate energies, and they have a message of reuniting human and spirit, so helping us to live fully grounded in the physical while connected to the guidance and knowing of our soul.
Yep.
So not avoiding the physical to be spiritual, not being physical at the expense of the spiritual, but bringing the two together. And when we do that, Dzar talks about that as living as the true self. And when we're living as the true self, we have joy, we have flow, we have ease, and good things happen.
That's pretty exciting. And the good thing, in case Gary does break into Dzar in a minute, not that I'm putting performance anxiety on you, Gary, but,
no pressure.
But what I like is that Gary's a bloke. He's a bit of a bloke like myself, and there's not enough blokes in this spiritual movement, you know. So
it's very true.
Here's another one. That's right. So, and the joy is, who was in the spiritual stuff first? Were you both at the same time?
I was more. I had been for a long time.
Yes.
Gaz wasn't interested really at all. He thought it was weird. And so then, ironically, he was the one that chose.
Yeah.
Go figure.
And again, I'm going back to watching Abraham Hicks, you know, he was the one that wanted, and she ended up the one to give. But the funny thing, we had lunch together, is that Gary's not so crash hot when you're not there.
Yeah, that's right.
So
they can't come through.
So the synergy only evolves when you're both there together.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a team act.
Wow. And the funny thing also here is that, and like a lot of good practitioners, is that they're very well known, or getting very well known in America, but they're not well known in the local...
Yeah, in Australia. Yeah, it's a curious thing, but you know, the most important thing for us is that we're working and doing Dzar because I just love it. We just love it when we're doing it, so I don't care where it is. That's it.
And if we were to describe Dzar, is he very serious, or cliche, or how does that come across?
Yes, they're very earnest.
Yes.
And quite punitive. You know, they like to make you suffer for your spiritual path.
Not really, no. She's pulling your leg.
I was starting to get nervous there. I thought I'd be in the poo bar.
Yeah.
No, they're very light and humorous. So do you want to see if we always describe it as, you know, Gaz heading off, but we've just had a big lunch, and so there's not always room.
If you can't, it's okay.
I can give it a go. We got into a little bit of trouble last time because we were doing a course or doing a workshop, a 3-day workshop, and I had a big lasagna lunch, and they found it very difficult to try and squeeze in between lasagna and
we should do this before lunch. Anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So give it a go, if not, we'll cut it short.
Yeah, let me have a look how we go.
I fail all the time. I'll leave that to another day.
It's a whole other story.
But you can talk away, it doesn't bother me.
So interestingly, Mary does get Dzar's thoughts come through, but she talks through her own self. Yeah. So you don't change it in any way. Yeah.
No. So I either hear it and speak it, or when I'm writing books, it comes through as I'm typing. So it comes through both forms.
It's a great combination.
It is a good combination.
And he's really the shop front, or the stooge man.
Yeah, the stooge man. He's the front guy.
But the good part is, it's unassuming. You wouldn't think he does look airy-fairy. No. So it's a great way of it.
No, we keep threatening to buy him caftans, but he resists. So he's way too great.
You know, I am green with envy with this. But anyway, everything comes to those in time.
So what happens usually when Dzar's energy comes in, they take a few seconds and they'll kind of, they settle into moving physically, so it's like they're kind of tuning the instrument to be able to speak. And then they'll get a sense of the energy that's around them. So if we're working one-on-one with someone, they'll take a little bit of time and they'll get an energetic scan of the person that they're about to do the session with, and they'll describe the energy. And what they're looking at from the energetic perspective is how much of this person's connection to their soul, to this greater knowing of who they are they allowing? and how much are they holding?
Bring it on, I'm ready.
So you may be, I was just looking, you know, you may be in the hot seat. Because we do a couple of TV interviews where the interviewer ends up pretty much getting a reading from Dzar as part of the session, part of the interview. So it's fun.
That's okay. And again, the part, and like in the thing I'm just doing at the course here, if you're not walking the talk, why are you sitting here, you know?
Absolutely.
And again, I am trying my best, and what I always get back is, stop trying, okay, but you know, I'm trying to walk my talk, so the whole idea of what we do with this group is to encourage more people to change. And it's all about change, and it's all about being comfortable through change.
Yeah, and it's about allowing the space and the time that it takes for change, not jumping to one point with whatever we think it might be, but taking whatever the next step is and being okay at that step before moving on to the next one.
Well, the star's still waiting. I'm really excited at the thought, because we have got some lovely people up here on the Gold Coast, so it'd be lovely if you come up and be part of the community.
Must be an even better reason to start doing it.
Absolutely.
So I think Zar's joining us actually. Welcome, Zar. There are children in the background as well.
This is funny. I love going this way.
I know, it's pretty wild.
So, welcome, young ones. So, what do you wish to understand?
Can we ask you to talk up, Dzar, because we are in a hall?
It's a bit noisy. So his last question was, what do you wish to understand?
What do I wish to understand? Well, I'd like to have a quick insight, if you're good at quick insights, into who you are. Because what happens, Gary and Mary are perhaps moving up our way. We've got a great group of people which would love to share you with.
And so, to understand who we are, you only truly need to understand who you are. You see, we are an expression of universal compassion. We come from the space of all that is.
Yes.
We are indeed an expression of their essence, as you are.
Yes, I understand
we
that.
are indeed quite a bit closer than you. You have got quite some way to go, but still, we are the same. So our purpose is to reunite you to that understanding and to that knowing, to reduce to a space of nothing the separation that you still exist within.
Yes.
So in a nutshell, that is it.
You are me, you are God, you are energy, you are light, you are everything.
Good nutshell.
So, and with your, if I may use the word preachings, or the information that you share, the main thing is to give us a better understanding. And what about working on the person to be more in touch with themselves?
So, young one, to understand, you can only become in touch with yourself, you see. And to understand who you are. You see, so many look in the mirror each day and they think that that is who they are. They say, that is me. And their world is then determined by that understanding.
Yes.
And we are here to tell you, young one, that that is not who you are. That is a past, that is a life of experience that you have led, that you have accepted as self. That is not the expression of you, that is not the light of you. That is why you look at yourself, you look at your world, and you say, why does my world not reflect the me that I know that I am? Yes. And so that becomes your duality, that becomes your difficulty. That is why you begin to search. We are here, young one, to stop you from searching so far.
Stop trying.
Some need to try, because it is through trying that you eventually give in and begin. You see, there within you is this energy that you have known for so long. Your ability to accept it is what you are going through.
Yes.
And so, you do not need to try, young one. because try keeps you separated. What you need to do is to begin to accept that, and then from that level of acceptance, grow from there.
Yes.
There will be the ups and the downs, but that is purely an experience, which is just an energy which you learn from and move forward to.
Yes.
And so, release the expressions of a past that you have seen as you, and move into an acceptance of what is driving you upon this quest. That burning that lives within you, that you cannot deny any longer.
Okay. Well, this is a short video, so we'll try and keep it short. But if there was something that you would want to say to the guys on the Gold Coast, we want you to come up here. Well, I want you to come up here. So anyway, I don't care about the others. I want you to come up and visit me. So what would you want to share, or anything? If you've got anything profound for the Gold Coast guys that we can end in? Something profound.
Particular for the Gold Coast.
For the Gold.
Footy tips.
This is my backyard. Oh no, profound. Okay. Profound.
So profound.
Oh, it doesn't have to be. Whatever. Catchphrase. Whatever. What can we end on?
Young ones, it is time for you to accept who you truly are.
Yes.
It is time for you to live in the light that has been living within you for so long.
Yes.
It is time to accept that expression of self. From that space, you can then begin to create the life you have always known and wished to create for self.
Yes.
It is not difficult, young one. The difficulty you are experiencing is the life you are leading now, not the expression that you truly are. Time to accept it, time to be. Live in that light of you.
Okay. Well, that's pretty exciting. Thank you very much for sharing yourself with us today. And I look forward to you moving up, or us coming back down this way. Anything else you want to end?
No, that's great. Thank you.
We'll let you know when they're coming up. There'll be a link below here to their website.
Yep.
So if you want to know more, just click down below and say hello. Thank you.
Thanks,